All right, all right. Hallelujah. All praise is due to the Father, Yah. All praise is due to the Father. Hallelujah. Yah is good. Let me see. Shalom. Shout out to y'all. Shout out. Shout out, Sister Heavy. Hallelujah. 12 tribes. I am sons of the new era. Linda Anderson. Yah's Melanated. Sean Knighton. Eric Robertson. Bad Lucks. Ashton Cole. Shout out. Hallelujah. I came through, y'all, and I'm on time. All praise to the Father. All praises to the Father, Yah. So I'm gonna just get straight to it because I really don't have anything particular, but I let you all know who was with me earlier that I wanted to invite you all on who want to come up here and just want to come up here and give a testimony. Hallelujah. Shout out Yah's daughter, Damon Diggs, Uno Marley, Maxie Smith, King Clark, Ann McDonald. Hallelujah. So I'm basically inviting those who want to come up here and just share whatever is on your heart, whatever is on your mind, whatever is on your soul, your spirit, your being. You're allowed to come through. So I'm going to post the link in the chat and we're going to see how this goes. Hallelujah. There go the link, y'all. I just dropped the link for y'all. No need to waste any time. We got the link up. So there it is. All praises to the Father. Hallelujah. Hold up. Wait, I cannot.
Am I the first one?
Wait, I cannot.
Oh, okay. There we go. Let me mute my.
Hold on. Give me a second because I cannot find the page. I can't even see you right now. Why can I see? I cannot seem to. Okay, there we go. Shout out to y'all. What's up? How y'all doing?
Hey man, what's up?
All praise to the Father, y'all.
All praises.
Yes.
Everybody gonna speak. Don't be shy now.
Yes, indeed.
She said, "Don't be shy now." Yeah, somebody kick it off. I want to hear. Somebody.
Who's been shy?
Somebody kick
Everybody
it off.
wake up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody kick it. Somebody kick it off, man. I kicked it off last time. Let's get this thing popping.
Indeed, you did.
Look, and Sister Lydia, you know I got more to share, man, and I do want to thank you. And you know we've been talking, and we kind of did some work together today. We worked together to win over another soul. We did that. It shocked me because I've been fighting for that. I've been fighting for that one for 6 months.
Man, the reception is that.
I've been fighting for that one for 6 months, and so today, after you had posted your video, I had already watched it, and you know, at that time, I already felt like I was being attacked. And so after I watched the video, whatever, I started being attacked. I opened up the windows in the apartment. I'm like, hold on, this shit got to get up out of here. I opened up the
Well, they were
windows and I
trying to
cut your
get you.
video. I cut your video back on, and I had it playing through the computer speakers.
Mm-hmm.
And it was by the time the video was over with, I mean, my conversation was able to be taken care of, and we got to understand that, oh, you're not crazy, but it's kind of hard to
Yeah, you're
accept
not
what you
crazy at
say
all, bro.
because what would make you chosen?
Indeed.
And like
Indeed.
I was trying to tell my siblings, like, my biggest fear in life, my biggest fear was heights. I have never been scared to die. I have never been scared of nothing but heights. And I've been doing iron working for 2.5 years. So I mean, you feel me? I got over that fear, and he put his
Oh, it's
hand on me.
funny you
He
talk
told me,
about.
wake up. You got over your fear.
Hallelujah.
I
Hallelujah.
had some stuff to talk about for today.
Okay, wait, hold on, hold
Go
on.
ahead. I'm cutting my mic off.
Okay, we're gonna get back to you.
Hallelujah.
We got hallelujah, Heavy. How you doing?
Shalom.
Mark, what's up, man? Mark, I see you over there,
What's up?
man.
What's up, Golden? What's up, man?
What's up, man?
All right, brother.
I just, I'm putting in the work. I got off a little while ago, and the job don't stop. Had to I had to pick up some produce, but I said to myself, I'm gonna press my way. No matter if I'm tired, my mind is going a million miles an hour. I'm gonna go ahead and press my way. So I'm so grateful to be here. I'm not gonna. I shared a little bit of my testimony last time, but I'm gonna just hold off because it was a lot more. But I just want to say that I'm grateful to the Most High Power and
That's right.
what the Most High is doing in the remnant. The remnant's lives are amazing. The way we're able to come on this platform and connect one with another is just amazing because, as I mentioned before, when I first called in, it gets very hard and it gets very lonely. A lot of people, they come along, but then a lot of people wind up falling away because eventually a line is going to be drawn where, when it comes down to beliefs, when it comes down to wanting to do the right thing, you might have, people that sticking with you and they doing it, but then you might believe, like you might want to walk a certain way. You might just want to, you're not fake about it. It's real to you. And just people and then think about those people who you are cool with or who you have been dealing with, and you give them just a little bit of the truth. Count them an enemy right away, right off the bat, because you're okay. Number one, you're okay as long as you're ignorant. Like when I used to be, in the world, just wrapped up, dead, so dead, I look back at all the people who I used to hang with and deal with, and they basically we had the same demons. When we used to sit back and get high and get drunk and get blazed, we had the same demons. That is the only reason why we had something in common. So I just thank the Most High for just opening my eyes, bringing me to the knowledge of the truth, and helping me to find people that believe like me, even if it is over the phone, even if it is through video conversation,
Amen.
even if, because eventually we're going to meet, eventually we're going to be able to link up, and I'm just, I'm so excited. I mentioned before, like I'm about to make a very, very hard transition. I ask you all to pray for me that the Most High leads me and leads me and directs my path where he want me to go. Cause I went to Walmart today to get a huge duffel bag. It was like 32 inches. Cause in that duffel bag, I plan to just bring the clothes that I need and like toiletries and whatever else stuff. I'm trying to be as compact as possible because homegirl about to be sleeping in the back of the truck for real. And I know
Doesn't that sound familiar?
Yeah, I know you feel me, sis. I know you feel me, but I'm so ready. I'm so ready because since since my existence, since I was a child, you know, people, they be coming up, they just be talking, you know, older people, younger people, and they just be spilling their guts. And I didn't have anything to give them. I couldn't do anything for them. So, you know, I could only give them so much encouragement. But at the end of the day, if you're not giving them what they really need, it really doesn't matter. So between me making this transition into my calling to help, like I mentioned before, you know, reaching out to the homeless, just witnessing, you know, helping people, being a helper, assistant, I'm willing to like do that. I'm willing to do that. So I'm just asking for the Most High to transition me safely, put me on standby, so that if someone gives me a call or shoots me a text, like I could be able to you know, go where I need to go. I can be able to go where I need to go. So I just want to say that I'm grateful for the body and for other young people and older people and everything else in between, that we're able to commune and just break bread together over the phone.
Everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Praise the Most High. Praise the Most High.
And I'm with you.
One time.
Give a quick song. It's on my heart to give a quick song.
Go for it. Go ahead.
Praise the Most High.
Go ahead, break it down.
Y'all, this is another calling that I've been running from. The Most High gifted me with the gift of song since birth, but I'm working on that too. But all right, here goes. Praise the Most High. 1 minute, y'all. Sorry. All right, praise the Most High. This song, it was in my spirit. The old folks in the church used to sing it in Christianity, but I'm gonna switch the false idol name to the correct name. But here we go. Praise the Most High. Free, praise Yah, I'm free, no longer bound, no more chains holding me. It's such a blessing. Thank Yah, I'm resting. Praise Yah, hallelujah, I'm free. I'm free. Praise Yah, I'm free. No longer bound. More chains holding me. It's such a blessing. Thank Yah, I'm resting. Praise Yah, hallelujah, I'm free. I'm free. Praise Yah, I'm free. No longer bound. No more chains holding me. It's such a blessing. My soul is resting. Praise Yah, hallelujah, I'm free. And that's all, y'all. I just came out the cold. My voice it's a little bit.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Let me y'all give y'all sister a hand clap. Y'all on mute.
All praises.
Y'all can unmute y'all mic.
All praises Most High. All praises. It's song freedom, and we.
Hey man, why you Beautiful song.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for blessing us with that.
Oh, honor, sis.
I almost cried.
Yeah, I had a little tear in the corner too, but you know, I'm a warrior, so I
Right, you gotta stay strong.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's an honor. All praises to the Most High.
Yeah, Jada. I'm eager to speak. Go ahead. Okay, we're gonna have to mute. I got you. I'm gonna have to mute somebody. Okay, you good now?
Okay, well, I just wanted to say, I've been watching your videos for a while, and I had commented on one of your live videos, and I was just telling you about how I had like quit smoking weed after I seen your video with the spirits that come with it. Girl, I quit cold turkey. I didn't spend another day smoking weed. I mean, after 5 years, probably. And so I did want to say that. And also, I want to thank you for staying humble while you're doing what you're doing. Because I was just telling you that you're reaching like a lot of people, you know, in your message. And every single time I see one of your videos, you say like, the Most High, thanks to the Most High, you know, don't ask me, you know, read your Bible. You know, you don't give yourself the credit. And it's easy when you have a big following to just kind of lose yourself in that and give yourself the credit and whatnot. And you always remain humble. So I want to encourage you to do that and just yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. I mean, I had a story I was gonna tell you about, you know, like I actually went through something similar to what you went through, but just me being hard-headed with the weed smoking a couple of years ago. And I'm telling you, I mean, I thought I was just high, like the Most High. He just came and he spoke to me and he told me, you know, you need to cut that out. You need to quit doing that. And I was disobedient about it. But after hearing, you know, that somebody else went through something similar, it really kind of, your story with that really spoke to me. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that with you.
All praises to the God. All praises to the God. Wait, hold on. Mute your mic, Beezy, because I know you got something to say about that. What you got a blunt in your mouth right now, huh?
Is it a blunt in your mouth?
Wait, you're on mute. Unmute your mic.
Yeah, it's not a blunt. It's a black and mild. I wish I had a blunt in my mouth right now, but I just wanted to state to Jada, I mean, it's different strokes for different folks because of the fact. I made a video earlier and it kind of ended wrong, but it's like I kind of made myself out of a weed addict, but without the weed for a couple days. I'm good for a couple days, but after like the fourth day, I start turning into somebody else. And the thing is that when you smoke weed, you become vulnerable in the conscious state of mind. So if you have devils around you and you go to smoking and they're smoking with you and y'all got different spirits colliding, then they're able to jump inside of you. And that's why everybody can't handle the weed, and that's why the weed is not for everybody.
What type of weed?
And
Exactly.
I smoke regular weed. I don't smoke no loud. Everything I smoke gotta have seeds in it.
I'll be on that. I used to be on that pack.
What pack? That loud pack?
That loud pack.
Yeah, see,
I
that's
used
not.
to hear people around me, everything.
But see, that's not. I look at it like that's not what you supposed to have. When they say cannabis is bad for you, that's a source of cannabis, one that they control and
Right.
they control on how it grow. Like they got hydroponic that grow from water. How can you grow a plant that doesn't grow inside of dirt?
Right.
You feel me? You can't. So if it's growing without dirt, then it's not growing right. That mean they got chemicals and they found a
True,
way to
true.
come with it, and it's still doing the
The
same thing.
government
That's where
trying
the
to kill us
K2 comes
anyway.
from.
The weed that I was talking about when I went through the experience, it definitely wasn't no Reggie because where I am, Reggie, you don't have access to it unless you're in the hood. I don't really live in the hood anymore. And so, I mean, as far as smoking the cushion stuff that you was talking about, I definitely wouldn't condone that. Like you're saying, we're agreeing with that. And Reggie, I mean, I'm a little altogether iffy about altering my mind anymore, altering like my state of mind. Like I know that some things can be used just because it was given to us naturally on the planet doesn't mean that it was necessarily meant for us to overindulge in it. You know, wine was given us as well. And he also told Noah, was it Noah who got drunk? And he told Noah, you know what? Nah, y'all don't need to be getting drunk off wine. Of course, a little bit of wine indulgence is okay, but getting drunk, you know, where you're altering your mind, I don't think that's right. That's just my, you know, opinion.
I mean you right, and I'm gonna say that you right because everybody can't take that, and yeah, if you overdo it, then you get overpowered. I do. I got a lot. I got a lot. I thank you, Sister Lydia.
Easy. Why do you smoke weed?
Why do I smoke weed? Because well, the best way I can explain it is growing up without a father. I grew up, I'm 26, I'll be 27 in a couple weeks, but I've been growing up without a daddy. And when I was able to learn that my daddy was killed and that my daddy wasn't coming back, you know, that drew a line already with me and bitterness in the world. And then back in 2007, my little brother that was right up under me, he got hit by a car, he died. And when he died is when, that's actually one of the first times I kind of actually cried out for help. Not understanding life, I cried out for help. And this and weed was the way to cope. That's how I found myself getting outside of the evil. Like if I get high, if I'm high, I can manage, I can maintain, I can talk to somebody civilized. But if I'm not, if I'm too sober and I got all these bad spirits around me, then it seemed like I get them spirits and then I want to go do something crazy. Like when my brother died, I got the phone call, and not even 5 minutes after I got the phone call, I was trying to shoot somebody. I didn't went in the house, grab my gun, and said I was gonna kill the first person I seen walking. I walked outside and I seen somebody walking. I pointed the gun at him from the stairs. I'm pointing at him. This dude ain't got nothing to do with what I got going on. But because I don't understand the plan of life, I'm ready to take him up out of here because I took a loss. I wanted somebody else to hurt. And that's why I had to come around and find out after seeing my mama go through that. I had to find out that I didn't want to see nobody else mama go through what my mama went through, because I seen how it tore her up and I seen how it tore me up. And so what I do is I smoke the weed just to have a peace of mind. And I guess like he puts us in our own places for us to be by ourselves, so we are not being attacked at all times. And that's what the weed do. It puts me to where I can go be by myself, secluded, and I'm okay. You give me a computer and Fruity Loops, or you give me a computer and a recording program, and I sit there and I play with that. I don't need other people in my face because I'm not always the friendliest person in person.
You be doing meets and stuff?
Huh?
I think somebody asked you about you.
Yeah, but I mean, and that's like when I was trying to talk to you, Sister Lydia, I was trying to tell you, and that's why I was telling you, like, I have a lot that I've been through in life, and that's why I mean, when I hear people saying, oh, weed is bad, this and that, I just say, oh, well, somebody need to just let me try to get my point across, because I know it's not for everybody, but the Bible did tell you that every seed here was for your meat. It's not for everybody, and everybody can't. I couldn't hear. I can't hear.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but and I know it's different strokes for different folks, and I mean, if you go look at my videos, I do a lot of stuff on my videos, and I just want people to know me. I don't want somebody I don't want you to see one person and you don't truly know me, and then if you meet me, I'm not who you thought I was. I want you to truly know me from jump. This is what I do. This is me. This is why.
So do you know that the Most High?
Huh?
Do you know that the Most High can heal you?
I know. I know, and I'm working on it. Oh, believe me, I had a bad smoking problem in this 6 months ago when he started waking me up. You know, I with the power of him, I beat an indictment. Because he beat me. He let me see that I know how to control the universe and I know what's going on. I told my fiance there was going to be a police officer across the street from my house the next morning. The next morning when I woke up at 6:30 in the morning to let my dog out to use the bathroom, there the police was. I've been staying in this house for a year. This has never happened. I spoke on it last night and it happened right here. That just let me know that I know what's going on. Then they were doing indictments in my city and I was selling weed. But that's all I was doing, trying to make a living. I mean, I'm working 9 to 5, making $15 an hour. But we all know that in America, that's not enough to survive when you're paying bills. With 5 kids, 3 kids in my house, I got to make something shake. And so I was doing that. But at the same time, I'm building my dream that he been gave me, that I been knew was my purpose. And the devils was trying to take me off of it anyway. And so what he did was wake me up to show me, He woke me up to show me what was going on and show me that I needed to stop. And so I stopped. But then when I tried to stop with the smoking weed, he said, you can't just do that cold turkey. I can't just do it cold turkey. But he blesses me every couple days to where I have to go without it. And that was yesterday. Remember, yesterday we was messaging and I had told you I'm sorry. You know, that was one of them times where I had been without it too long, but he blessed me to have it. And he say, okay. And that's what he did. After he gave me the money, after he blessed me with the money to get what I needed, he told me that you have to really sit here and pay attention that you're not going to always have it. So you really need to break yourself. But I have to find out another way to get myself off of that and find me something that I can do. And right now, at this point in time, I just feel like I can't really go outside. Can't do too much outside because like you were out there earlier and you pointed out the devil. I always do that. And once I point him out, I don't even like being out there. I found me one. I found me one not even 20 minutes after watching your video. I went outside and found me one going up and down the street, hitting corners, coming back. And he waited till I came in the house and he pulled in the parking lot. And when I seen him pull in the parking lot, I look out the window, he hurry up and back out and take off. I was like, okay, well, you know, like I was telling you, I'm hard for them to track. I move like a thief in the night. I'm always so I'm hard for them to track. So when they track me, they try to always keep up with me. They didn't know where I was up until yesterday.
Okay.
I've been hiding, doing a good job hiding.
Okay. Well, man, it's a lot. It's a lot. I understand you. But we know the Most High is above all. He is the healer. He is all we need, really. You know, and baby steps, little by little, we're gonna get there. You know, Sister Jada, anything else you wanted to add to that? I can't hear your mic.
Hello?
Yeah.
What he was saying,
sorry.
Sometimes
you're good.
Sometimes he stops and sometimes like he'll start again and stuff like that. I mean, I can kind of relate to that because like I said, I was smoking for 5 years and there was points in that time because I think even after that situation happened where the Most High came down and told me I shouldn't be doing that anymore, I did stop for a little while, but I kind of drifted back into it and I was kind of in and out. So like how I would get myself to stop smoking weed, I would kind of like do like I'm trying to think. I mean, I guess I would just kind of like lowered the dosages that I would take. So, I mean, I started off maybe a couple grams a day, then lower it down to 1 gram a day, then half a gram a day, half a blunt a day, and then little by little, you know, but then this time, and then I would eventually go back, like I would stop maybe for a year or so, and then I would eventually go back, and then it took this last video that you made, and I happened to come across your page, and it took me hearing that something similar with the Most High coming down and, you know, the spirits and stuff like that. It took me hearing that for me to just be done. I mean, I just stopped, you know.
And why did you start like smoking weed on a
girl
daily and everything?
I mean, if I go into the things that I'd admit through, I know I look like a little baby, and I am a little baby. But I've been through so much. I mean, things that I would say 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds haven't even been through. And I've lost a lot, you know, so I can relate to what he said. So, yeah, it was just like, it was to fill a void. I can definitely relate to everything that he just said. It was definitely to fill a void. And like you said, the Most High, you know, the Most High can fill that void, but sometimes for me, it was just like getting out of just kind of, I don't know, like it was just like a way, I guess my mom, she called it
instant
escape. It was just my own way of just kind of,
It's an instant escape.
Instant gratification, yeah, instant escape. That's what it was. And it gives you a feeling of euphoria and it just kind of makes everything better, you know, like immediately, like, you know. And so
and that's another thing. See, we know what the weed is capable of. We know that it's gonna get us high. We expect it to do what it's designed to do, right? And so for us to just think upon how the Most High can replace that with His righteousness and with Him, we don't. It's hard for us to really grasp that because we can't see the Most High. You know, He's not physically there. You know, we have to really put faith in motion in order for Him to step forward and everything. But with the weed, it's right there. You know, all you got to do is roll it up, light it up, and boom.
Right.
So I understand the struggle. I understand the friction and why it's, you know, it's not easy to let it go. So I'm not just on here saying you got to stop smoking weed or you're going, you know, I'm not like that, but just know that the Most High is able. Just know that
and
He's able.
everybody moves at their own pace. I mean, everybody moves at their own pace. So if what the Most High has for you, I mean, He has for you. Like if you're His child and you're one of His chosen ones, then He's gonna pull you away from whatever He needs to pull you away from. Like He told that dude, you know, He told him that. Well, I'm sorry, I keep on calling him that dude. I don't know his name, who was just speaking, but like He told him, he's not gonna have that forever. And so, I mean, when it gets taken away from him, it's just going to be taken away from him. That's what the Most High has to do to get through with him, is just take it away immediately. Then that's just what's going to have to happen. But everybody moves at their own pace, and everybody has their own, you know, situations. So.
Right. Shout out, sister, who just joined in.
Hi, how are you?
Hey,
Can you hear me?
Let me mute myself.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little new to this. You know, I haven't done this all the time, so y'all bear with me. But yeah, shout out. Hi, how you doing?
I'm good, and you? I just want to say thank you for doing this, because a lot of people would have shut him down for expressing his feelings about him being in his sin still. And it seems like we're so easy to judge people, but we are in a place now of understanding of who God is in our life, who Yah is in our life, and they need places to come to express what they feel. And a lot of people is not getting that opportunity. So I thank you for doing this here. You know, a lot of people need to be exposed to their sin and know that Yah is loving them, that He's in love with them. And once they get the feeling that Yahweh is in love with them and Yahushua is in love with them, they will change from the inside out. That's how I change. Understand that He's in love with me. He just don't love me. He's in love with me. So it makes me want to do things in His time.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Hallelujah. All praises to the Father.
Yes.
I agree. We're all just trying to get back to Him, and you know, some may be running this race a little bit quicker than others, but hey, we all are on the same page. So I'm not here to beat anybody up, you know.
Yeah, you know, we've been beaten up too much already. We beat ourselves up. We beat other people up. You know, it's time to be joyful, you know, and to walk in earnesty and walk in obedience, you know, and walk in love, you know.
Indeed. I know, Beezy, you over there just itching to say something. Go ahead. Unmute your mic.
I mean, you know, I like to try to get people to understand me. I know I'm a different kind of breed, you know, and I know I could be a handful at times, but one thing that I know about me is I'm misunderstood. Nobody understands me, but to say that I know that Yah has had His hand on me since, I can personally say that I know He been riding with me since 2012. I can personally say He had His hand on me. I got a lot of music on my page where you hear me speaking on Him, and these are situations that I'm dealing with now that I was dealing with then, and we all know that life is a revolving cycle, you feel me? And this time around, He made me really separate myself, because this time He told me that if I didn't do it the right way this time, He was going to take me out of here. You know, I got a video where I walked in a church and told them they was telling my life story, but He sat there and told me if I didn't go in there, He was gonna strike me down. And when I went in the church, them people looked at me Like, they pulled me out and they was trying to talk to me, and I told him, like, he told me if I didn't come over here, he was gonna kill me. He was gonna strike me down, so I had to walk in there. I mean, he want his people to stand up. He wants you to not be scared of them. He wants you to stand up, and I had to do what I had to do. You know, I got a lot I could talk about. I mean, I got a sister who's in the Navy, she's my fourth sibling. Everybody else say I'm crazy. I'm the oldest boy out of 8, but I'm the second oldest out of 8. And everybody else call me crazy, but the one that's in the Navy, she understands me, and I didn't understand why she understands me so much. So last night, me and her ended up talking for like 3 hours, and it was crazy. It was crazy because we was talking, and she really believed that I'm not crazy. She was like, the things that you talk, I can relate to. And so she came home on a home pass to visit family a couple weeks ago. She ended up going AWOL, and she said why she was AWOL, she had basically been spiritually attacked and she didn't understand it. But when we were talking last night and I was telling her, she say, oh, wow. She told me this morning, she was like, well, you had me scared to go to sleep last night because everything you said. But she was like, when I just really sat back and dwelled on it, she was like, I tried to kill myself.
Wow.
She said that she was spiritually attacked a couple weeks ago, and basically, and now she pregnant. You feel me? But she was spiritually attacked, and the attack was suicide, and she attempted it, but he had his hand on her that he didn't let it happen. She say she swallowed Adderall, a whole bottle of Adderall. And it made me almost cry to know that he worked like that because he really saved her. And you know, if something happened to her, that's the only thing that can break me at this point. At this point in my life, I stood up against the government. They know who I am. They know I'm not scared of them. I went to court talking. I talk shit to them every time I'd have been to court. I raise hell and walk up out of there. They always tell me hold me contempt of court. I tell them fuck them, flip them off. Yeah, but they know I'm not scared, and so the only thing that they can do to really hurt me is to hurt my family. And so when my family is spiritually attacked, it really gets to me. Uh-oh, Melissa got to turn off her speaker. But
hello, Melissa. I'm gonna get to you, but it's gonna take a minute. We got some people who want to speak on here.
I was gonna say let's I want to hear people out.
Yeah, I don't want to get people out and make them feel like, ignoring them right now.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
We feel you, and thank you so much, all y'all, for even being here. So all praise to the Father.
Yes.
It's expressing. We're expressing our being in our lives, and just we all kind of be on one accord, and it's a beautiful thing. So. Mark, you over there just silent, church mouse over there.
Oh no, I'm just listening. Like I say, I hearing everybody's stories and everything, and I'm going through the same thing. With the smoking and just the attack spiritually, I'm going through it too. Like I experience an attack all the time, whether if it's demons and the smoking and things like that. Like he said earlier, the people you around and things like that. Because this not recently. This is like a long time ago. But people around smoking and everything, all types of different spirits and everything, all in a circle and everything. So it's different spirits and things like that, and the people that you're around, they can bring them type of spirits. That's why you got to be careful who you let in your house. You got to be very careful when you do that. So that's just things that I experienced also, and the reason why I was doing that because of health problems and things like that. So that's the only reason why I was doing that. as much as I was, to the point to where I was like, because I'm not about to take the government pills. They giving me pills and everything, talking about, you need this or you gonna be, you gonna be gone. And I'm like, well, you to say you're not the most high. So, I'm not about to sit here and listen to what y'all are saying and things like that. I know the most high got my back, whatever issues that I'm going through right now. And I do the same thing, brother. I do the same thing. The same thing you try to, stay out the way, all out the evil spirits and everything, and try to make beasts and everything, because I do that too. I do the same thing, bro. So that's what I'm saying, man. I feel you what you're saying. Just like the sister said, it was hard. It was from, it was from an ounce, from a quarter to a half a blunt. And it was like, dang, so like I said, I understand what everybody going through. Trust me, I'm 26 also, bro. I'm 26 going through the all type of stuff, man. And my family cut me off. I was telling y'all, but it seems weird how they hit me up on pagan holidays, talking about you coming over Thanksgiving. Like, dang old well I'm not coming over for Thanksgiving. So you can't tell me that. You can't tell me that I'm crazy. Oh, well, how come you ain't gonna spend time with the people? Telling y'all, but it seems weird how they hit me up on pagan holidays, talking about you coming over Thanksgiving. Like, dang old well I'm not coming over.
Hey, y'all just coming in. Welcome, y'all. Mute y'all mic as soon as y'all come in, y'all, because it's giving an echo feedback. So
so it's like can't tell y'all hit me up now on a pagan holiday, try to give me the sin and all that. And it's like, man, no, I'm not, daggone well I'm not coming over there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to eat y'all food. I ain't about to sit there and conversate because we ain't got nothing to talk about. Y'all cut me off. That's how it was. You know what I'm saying? And it's not me being holding a grudge or anything. It's just because I know exactly what they're doing. And when I bring it up, and every time I want to bring it up in their faces and things like that, it's the same thing like I've been saying. Well, boy, you don't know what you talking about. Boy, you too young. Boy, you ain't even this, you ain't even that. So it's like, I understand exactly, and that's just basically all, I got, like I said, I could talk and everything, I'm gonna give everybody else a chance though, I'm gonna give everybody else a chance. So, but I definitely know what everyone's going through. Everybody got their situations. So
I think we all done partook in that marijuana activity. I don't know nobody who hasn't smoked. So at least one point.
Yeah. Like I know people who partake in that activity. So that's, I just know that I just, glory to the Most High. I thank you, what you're doing. Like I said, this is real good at what you're doing, Sister Lydia. And I just want to say, shalom every time I get a chance to get through, listen to your messages, the Most High, yep. So, I appreciate it. I do. I truly do.
Hey, I'm just here to serve. It's all praise to the Most High. Hallelujah.
Yes.
All the time. We're gonna come back around, I'm gonna come back to you, but I'm gonna give everybody a chance.
Oh, yeah. I'll let somebody go. Oh, yeah. No problem at all.
Righty. Melissa, you can go ahead and unmute your mic. How you doing? Actually, Louise, I'm sorry. I don't want to ignore you. You've been here patiently waiting. If you would like to speak, you can go ahead and unmute your mic. Louise, going once, going twice. All right. Melissa, you want to speak? Come on now, what y'all come up here for if y'all don't, want to speak or engage?
You can't be scared. You can't be scared to speak, man. We all got problems, and we trying to help each other out, man.
Yeah. There's no fear. It shouldn't be any fear, I should say. The Most High doesn't give us a spirit of fear. He gives us a spirit of love, joy, peace, and a sound mind. Come on now. LydiaYah, would you like to speak? Blackstone, All right. Well,
Hello?
whoever want to speak.
Am I muted still? Can you
No,
hear me?
no, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. It's just so when I first saw you, you were saying you was a transition from Christianity into where you at now. And me myself, I'm still considered a Christian, you know, but I asked God what is his name, and he told me Yahweh. Yahushua is his son's name. And the more I learned, the more that I'm speaking his name to him, the more that I see the spiritual realm, the more that I see the truth and discernment. And he brought me out a lot. Oh, he brought me out of the homosexual lifestyle. He brought me out of alcoholism, out of homelessness. And it's like, there's nothing more that I want now, but to know his truth and to walk in it. And the more that I do that, the more that I get a lot of backlash from family members and stuff. But to me, it doesn't even matter now, because it's like everyone in the Bible who God told them to step away from his family, they was the one who brought their family into knowing who he was. So in the long run, I know that if I keep on the path of righteousness, that I will bring my family into knowing who he is. So I have to be obedient to his call for my life. And it's just refreshing just to know that people are really wanting to walk the walk. You know, my she's a Jehovah's Witness, so I grew up in a family of Jehovah's Witness. So that's a whole different story there. But I'm learning just to look at them with love, you know, and telling people that someone is in love with you. Because once you get that feeling of being in love with someone, or someone's in love with you, your whole body changes, your whole mindset changes. You want to do things totally different now, you know. Right now, you was talking about marijuana. All my nieces and nephews smoke marijuana. It's like, that's all they do, you know. And I don't say anything towards them. You know, I still speak the truth to them around them. When I'm around them, I still speak truth to them all the time. But I don't judge them, you know, because I was smoking marijuana too, you know, at 8 years old, 9, 10, you know.
Oh.
So, yeah. Yeah, so I already know what it is, you know. So it's like, it's good to see you, you know, like you go on social media, you see people talking stuff, and you
Hi,
try
can
to
you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Mona, what
Melissa?
y'all come up here for if y'all don't, you know,
Can you hear me?
speak?
Yes,
You
Melissa.
can't be scared. You can't be scared.
I'm trying,
We all
I'm
got
trying.
problems.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. I see there's fear in the feed. Shouldn't be any fear, I should say.
I don't think you guys can hear
The
me.
Most High doesn't give us a spirit of fear. He gives us a spirit of love, joy, peace, and a sound mind. I think
Can you guys hear me?
someone's feed is a little bit slow. So I'm sorry about that. Would you like to speak? Hold on. Let me figure this thing out real quick. Blackstone. All right. Well, whoever wants to speak.
Melissa, we can hear you. Melissa, can you hear me?
All right. Can you hear me?
She left. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. You can go ahead and finish what you were saying.
Yeah, she just left the call. But, you know, some people ain't ready. You know, well, she can always come back, you know. and your diligence, by you being so diligent, he gives me the motivation to continue to do what I'm doing. Like getting in the morning, there's whatever scriptures you need me to read, Father, and he gives me scriptures and I open. And what Bible are you reading out of?
I read the King James.
The King James? Okay.
And there's a Bible called the Sefer, which restores the original names, the Hebrew names and everything. It's called the Sefer.
Oh, the Sefer. Okay. Someone just came in.
Yeah, a couple people just popped up in. But, yeah, I am, you know, I'm kind of in awe just from it all, but it's everything. I just know it's the Father moving. It doesn't really blow my mind, but it leaves me speechless and I don't really know what to say, but just take it all and just soak in his goodness, because every one of you testifying and telling about your life and how you've come from this to, you know, from that to this, and how you have been and what you are becoming. It is all just a beautiful thing to hear. And I encourage y'all to keep on a narrow path. Keep on a narrow path. He will guide your foot. He will. So you feel like you're transitioning out of Christianity, or what do you feel you're being led
to? I'm learning to not so much put a judgment on people, because I've learned a lot about a lot of religion itself. And like I said, my mother, she's a Jehovah's Witness. And so even though she don't think that my walk is totally righteous at times, but I'm learning not to judge her and just to love on her. So that's the task I feel that high power has given me, just to love on people like Yahashua loves me, and to share his love with my enemies, with people who just don't like me just for me being me. I have a sense of humor, I laugh, and I just know that there's more to what's going on. These are the last days. We are living in the prophecies right now. And when I'm understanding like the end times, like there's something greater than what we see. I have a hope. We have a hope because we believe. And a lot of people don't have hope any longer. So I come across a lot of people with no hope. So once we begin to tell them the truth about the hope, about what's going to transpire, it's not going to be nice what's going to transpire. But if you know the truth behind what's going to transpire, you don't have to have no fear. And when you're speaking thing, you said something about the Pope and how he was the Antichrist, and his whole demeanor, if you look at him, you see evil. I'm not face to face with him physically, but through the screen, you can see evil through him, And it's like we are given discernment about evil when we walk in truth, and we don't have to fear. Once we don't fear anything, then God can use us, because he cannot use us if we walking in fear,
Indeed.
So these young, yes, he want them, the young boys, the young men, the strong men. Oh, God can use them so mightily right now if they just let him use them, give rid of all the sins that they know that they have, they carry on their own, and just give it to him. They can't do it. They don't have the strength to do it. He have to do it for them. And when they begin to understand that truth, then they could be used mightily for the kingdom. And that's all I want for these young men out here, just to let God use them, let Yah use them to the best of their ability, But they have to get rid of known sin. They have to get rid of known sin.
Yes, yes.
Is it possible if I can get the floor, please?
Yes.
Sure, go ahead. Introduce yourself.
Hi, Lydia. My name is Julius. I'd like to appreciate your guys' testimonies. I've been following your channels, and I actually came across your video when you were speaking about the lurkers, coming to the profiles and not really, and it pretty much, I feel like I was a lurker, and it's my first time actually partaking inside a chat such as this one. Long story short, my mindset right now, I'm at a point in my life to where, like, I hear you guys' testimony, and you guys have to stop and realize, 1 second, we tend to take some simple things in life for granted, and the things that we take for granted are the very things that bring life, peace, and happiness to each one individual. Love is, you don't have happiness. If you don't have happiness, you don't have love. Where I'm going with this, I hear you guys, with the marijuana and everything like that. I don't have anything against it. I actually had somebody suggest it to me at an early age, but it's like one of them situations to where it's like, you shouldn't be doing. Not you. I'm saying, it was just something about me. It's like I don't smoke. I don't drink. Never have. Never did. And my situation is like I'm a recluse. For those of you who don't know, it's like I'm not a part of society. Like it's like to the point to where it's like I'm adopted. I was in adoption. I guess you could say I'm an orphan. Got adopted to a family, and what makes it worse is I was adopted at an early age, at 7 years old. I had siblings, I had brothers and sisters inside this world. Come to find out, my biological mother, she has like 13 charges. Don't really know what they are, but I'm pretty sure I can possibly assume. And they didn't know who my brother, my father was. They didn't know who my brother's father was. They didn't know who my sister's father was. And the thing is, it's to a point now to where I'm strong within my faith, and I pretty much, in order for me to basically become the person that I came today, I had to pretty much, do some risky things and put my life on the line to the point to where I got involved with a lot of cops. I'm not gonna really, put the city where I'm in right now, but it's, the population is like 95% white. And, I'm just gonna put it out there, it's Austin, Texas. And, at 19 years old, I never been in trouble my whole life until I came to Austin. And I just want to tell you guys, when it comes down to you standing for truth and understanding that, it's up to you to really, take in consideration of other people. I believe people go through life and not really, if a person comes from a different background, if they don't speak the same lingo, they don't have the same tongue as you, like, I feel like at the same time, it's like with me, it's like I was raised inside the suburbs, but I'm originally from Houston, from Third Ward. But it's like I have no identity, in a sense to where it's like I'm at a point now to where it's like I don't have nobody. It's just me, and I always wonder. It's like, I was a black sheep of the family, and I knew what was going on. But where I'm going with this is, at 17, at 16. Like pretty much, I was pretty much given an ultimatum to either get my GED or hit the streets. This is what I'm living inside the suburbs at this time. And yes, I was adopted by a black family. And I look at it like this: it's like it really, appalls me to the highest degree. For a person that's able to be able to communicate in such a way to where they can truly express themselves. And I'm finally coming into myself to where I'm finding the strength to be able to express myself. I was brought up inside a household to where I couldn't express myself. So I had to deal with the verbal abuse, and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of this is like generational curses. I even asked for it. And to be honest with you, it's one of the things is, it's like, imagine being brought up inside a world to where you're invisible. It doesn't matter where you go, you're invisible. And I'm pretty sure, I guarantee you guys, imagine not being able to laugh, not being able to communicate with the people you truly want to be around and have the time to spend with them. I'm at a point now to where it's like, it's backwards. Like, it's easy to say, I don't love nobody, I don't trust nobody. But at the same time, you have to take it into account. It's like, I'm facing these battles to the point to where it's like, all this trauma dealing with, abandonment and neglect, so, literally, I just being brought into this world and you don't remember anything from childhood because it's like the experiences, it's like everything was so dull. Like, imagine, like, it's just you inside the city by yourself. Everybody's around. No one's talking to you. But it's like, in order for you to get people's attention, they know you're there. You disappear and come back. And it's like, whoa. Like, it's like, I actually experienced that, like, to the point to where it's like, I'm now, it's like, things are making sense to me. But at the same time, I'm at a crossroads because I keep quitting my jobs. And I'm in a situation where I do have, I like to say I'm fortunate right now. I played my cards right and I did my research. I'm inside a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. And like literally, I had to literally fake the system I just got to, like, 4 weeks ago, I got onto a job where it was scheduled with compressed time. And it was, I always had a fear of work. It's like working a job 9 to 5 because I always felt like I was going to miss out on something. And I got onto this job, compressed time, like 4 days on, and then 3 days off 1 week, 4 days on. Well, basically, you work, you're off 4 days 1 week, and you're off 3 days 1 week. And I quit the job. Back in 2014, 2015. I got on with UPS, and I got into the company, and they hired within. And I actually got the promotion within the second week of me being there to become a driver. And I could have been potentially making, 50,000 to 100 grand a year. And I don't know if you guys recall that, incident that happened inside Dallas, where, the brother, I believe, he had his reasons behind what he did. And I seen some pictures where he's literally throwing up the salute with the black fist. So I believe, like, whatever he was going through, like, some people, like, literally sacrificing themselves out there. And I'm at a point now to where it's like, I look at it like this. It's like, what's the point in fighting for something when, half the majority of the population, because you can say, pray, meditate, do this, do that. But if you know your purpose and you know what you're supposed to do, but at the same time, you press against the wall to the point to where I'm willing to take the risk. I'm willing to go all out, for the whole country, like literally. Can I do it by myself? No, it has to be strategic, and it has to be, set in place the way things need to happen. Like, it's like I literally calling, like, these people, if something was to happen to me right now, I needed help, these people would not come. Like, I'm at a point now to where, like, I literally called them and I told them, I said, I want revenge. I told them that. I had an officer pull a gun, like, literally a block down from the state capitol. I'm parked at a red light. It turned green. I'm just parked there. And it's like pretty much, and this driver pulled up behind me, and he got on and came to, the driver's side and asked me if I was okay. And I turned my head from the right and looked to the left, and I looked at him. Look. And he just got inside his vehicle, did a full reverse for about a half a mile. Then he turned around the corner, and all of a sudden all these cops came. But I'm just saying, like, they know who I am here in Austin. And the thing is, it's like they keep using these fear tactics, but at the same time, it's like, imagine being forced to where it's like they threaten you. If you don't take this medicine, we're going to put you, like, literally, I've been to a insane asylum like 4 or 5 times in my life within 4 years, 4 to 5 years. And it's all because of my doing. Like, it's like I didn't have nobody to go to. Like, certain things, I didn't get, there's certain luxuries that people get, people teaching them things and all that kind of stuff, role models, brothers, sisters. Like, and I was in a household to where I didn't, like, they were there, but it's like, it's one of them things where it's like, it wasn't there. It's like, everybody had their own lives outside of the home. And I'm like the only one. It's like the lady, pretty much, my sister, back in 2015, this is my blood relative. Like, I got adopted with my biological sister. She brought, my nephew into this world. And I went to her wedding and everything after like 5, 6 years of me not seeing her, because she went her own way. She left her. It's like the ruckus of everything. And she told me, she said, don't call me or my family ever again. And I ain't doing any wrong. I ain't doing any harm. I even gave her $100. Like, I didn't have to, like, it just, just saying, like, money is money, but it's just, I ain't know what else to do. I just gave her money. So, and the thing is, it's like, my brother, he went his separate way. And he's doing his own thing. He became homeless and everything. So it's like, everything's like this dysfunction. But at the same time, it's like, it just is the divide. If your own family is divided, with you, and if the family is like that, and it's like, if they got pretty much everything, all my affidavits, they pretty much put on that I was a terrorist.
Oh,
they put on that I was a terrorist. I caught they pretty much charged me with a felony, 2 misdemeanors. I believe I really was. I think I was kidnapped. Then went inside the jail cell. Like literally, I'm not gonna get too much in detail, but like literally, 3 officers like pulled up, and I literally walked up to them, and the situation that happened, but I was accused of something I didn't do, and they took me put me in the vehicle. Like I couldn't talk. Like I just walked to them for them to take me. But they put me in the vehicle. It's like, don't hurt her. So I'll get inside the jail. I get to the jail downtown, and she bring me something to sign, and I remember to this day, it did not say my first name on there. I know for a fact because the name that I seen on there to the point where it was a female's name. It was Julia, and my name is Julius. And I tried to get it back, and she said you already signed it. So I'm inside this jail, and all of a sudden, they had like 10 people go to one side of the hallway, and they put me inside, another, whole floor was me and this other guy. So I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, I'm in there, and it's like I'm doing things, like everything is happening to me. It was just happening, and the next day they let me out, and soon I walk outside I went to the speak to the judge, and he said, Julius, we're gonna take care of you. And I did this one guy this, and he was like, you need clothes. Like he was asking me that you need this, you need that. And I'm just nodding my head. I'm like, yeah, I need that. I need that. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I get outside the jail, go out there, and this one guy give me some money for a cab. Like that was inside the jail with me. And he gets into the same cab with me. I'm like, this is fucking weird. Excuse my language. Like, this is weird. And it's to the point now to where it's like I literally got in trouble again. Like I went to the gym, and like I was walking up the staircase, and before I walked to the staircase, started walking up. I seen somebody on the other side just standing there, and as I proceeded to walk up the staircase, they started to walk up the staircase as well. They were on the opposite end of the breezeway of the hallway. So by the time I got to my door, and I'm just right there by the steps, and to this day, I see the person literally approaching me. And as I, have the key inside my left hand, get ready to secure it inside the lock, they reach for my key, and it's like instantly I just took off. I wasn't afraid. It wasn't nothing. It was just an impulse. It was an impulse. I just ran. Never got a chance to go back home, apartment. And the thing is, it's like, I went away for 4 months. Solitary confinement, pretty much 4 months of me being there. Solitary confinement, couldn't go out with the general population. And the thing is, it's like, I had somebody in my corner, but it's like I didn't want to. I broke my lease and everything, but I had to owe anything. I had to pay any money because I signed some type of document. But whatever was going on, it's like in a way, God had He had mercy on my situation. And it's like one of the things.
There you go. I said, there you go. He had mercy on you. So he always God always provide. Y'all always provide for his children. But once we begin to be in obedience with him, we begin to do what he asks us to do, and we let him govern our way of thinking and being, and he'll help us out a lot. I've been in the same situation with mental health issues and everything. I come from a family of mental health, of people who have mental health issues. But we can't do anything if we're not submitted. If we don't submit our will to his, we're gonna be always in confusion. So it's like he's like you said he gives mercy. So now, since we understand how he gives us mercy, we really have to change our way of thinking and really surround ourselves with people who want the best for us. But we have to have a communication. We have to read his book. We have to read his words in order to understand who we are. And no one else can tell us who we are. You have to spend time with him in his word, because the more you spend time with him, the more he's going to reveal himself to you. And we don't have to rely on our own thinking. It's his thinking that's going to pull us.
I do understand it. And the thing is, it's like everything's been spiritual with me from the very beginning. I was not acting out anything like that. And I had somebody inside my corner that was ignorant. And I'm telling you, I had the Bible right there inside my hand. And every day I was waking up, everything new was happening. Something new was happening. Something new was occurring. My vision becoming dilated. It's like I'm seeing things different. I'm literally waking up. And so, the mental issue that people they like to project upon me wasn't a mental issue. If I'm 16 years old and I'm writing all this spiritual stuff on a piece of paper and I'm reading to like the woman that's supposed to be looking after me, and it's like I'm trusting you. After it's like, hey, it's like you're in my life, you're all I know because you adopted me to a situation I shouldn't have been in. But at the same time, it's like the moment she's listening, it's like, okay, she didn't have the spirit of discernment. So what she did was went to another party. She went to her sister, and her sister a couple of years older than her. And what she said was to my mother was, my mother even told me, she said, you're too young to know that. And she had me go sit down with a pastor, and I really didn't have to say that much at all. And it's making me. I don't even go to church. I know I'm not. I like T.D. Jakes. I like his messages and stuff, Joel Osteen. But I'm just saying, it's like it's at a point to where he's like he needs help. Ever since the beginning, went to the hospital, and and the thing is, they don't help you. They do not help you.
No, they don't.
They do not help you. They just sit at the round table. It's like it's like in order for you to really get down to the root, it's a pharmaceutical business. It's $1 billion, if not $1 trillion industry. And the thing is, it's like if you really want to get to the root, it's like before I even went through all this, they tried to give me take the medication, and I was like, I don't need the medication. I need somebody to talk to. So I'm waking up inside a spiritual sense, and I'm experiencing all these new experiences. And if I had the right people inside my corner, like the right role models inside my corner, like I wouldn't be going through this system. But things tend to have a 360 turn around. It's like I literally, God, like he made that happen for me. He made that happen for me.
Yeah, he bring you out of it so you can help people who's going through it. That's why, well, for my life, I put it on me. I'm not going to put it on you. When I was going through a lot of issues in my life and stuff, and I found myself in the hospitals and stuff like that, it wasn't for me personally. It's like he needed to let me know that he has my back regardless of what I go through. And he brings me out of things so I can bring others people out as well, because I have experienced it. I have experienced, and you have experienced it. Now we just need to be in his word diligently and understand of who we are in him. It's an order. He gave us order, and we was out of order. I know I was out of order. So that's why he allowed me to go through what I've gone through, but he never left me. But now I understand it now, while I was on it, while I was in that stuff. But he brought me out of it in order for me to understand how deep this world is, how wicked this world can be. And I have a choice. Either I can still stay stuck and numb myself and be in a dark space, or I can move into his light. And the more that I understand who he is, the more the more he exposes himself to me, and I can expose myself to others. I can expose him to others. But we can't blame each other. We can't blame people no more. The past is the past. We can't continue to live in the past. The past is an experience that he had to give us so we can know who we are in him. We just got to love on him and accept his love and move forward. And you have a forum now to move forward now. Lydia, when she has her program on, you can listen to her and you can, correspond with us and everything. And then he will guide you into the knowledge that you need to move forward. It's no more. We can just continue to listen to his will for our lives and move forward now. He brought you out for a purpose. Julius, you still there?
Yes, I realize that. I'm at a point now where it's like I was listening to some other pastor, and she always tell you, it's time for you to move and do what you have to do what you need to do, to serve the purpose. And it's like I'm in a position to do what I need to do, but I'm at a crossroads due to my limitation. But my limitation is only a frame of mind. Mm-hmm. Right, I have to literally, stay grounded in the sense of, like I said, I'm a recluse. But at the same time, it's like I don't even know what it's like. people. I can't be around people because I'm an empath. Like, you know, I'm working on taming that. You know, I'm listening to professionals. I got some, you know, it's like I'm an expert with YouTube. Like, you know, certain people. It's like I've been on YouTube for like 10 years, and I got like, you know, like seriously a lot of information. I'm just like, you know, going back, and it's like, gosh, it's like it's so much that I have to do. It's so much we have to do. And the thing is like, you know, the way I want to speak and the way I want to insinuate myself, you know, with my vernacular. It's like I feel that. I mean, I know with growth, because I've been an observer all my life, and I'm just now finding my voice. You know, through all the trauma I overcame, and you know, through the grace of God, I overcame it because I had the will and the sheer determination. And it's like, even though I was lost, it's like I'm still fighting for something. But them demons are real, especially
Yeah,
it's
they
like
all will.
like when I was inside that hospital. Like I'm telling you, it's like literally walking through the hospital, and the patients they heads they just walking around. They was walking like their heads down, like something you see in the movies,
Julius,
and like literally, I was like, wake up, and you know, it just
Julius, what initiated you to be put in the hospital? His mic is muted, y'all. Yeah. I'm going to restart this live for those who didn't get a chance to really speak. I'm sorry about that. And I would like to limit the time that we do express ourselves. I know everybody got a lot they want to say, but you know,
I'm sorry.
No, there's no apologies. No apologies. I'm just you know, I'm learning this as I go.
Yeah.
But now I see that a lot of people want to speak, and you know, we should just kind of tame our tongue a little bit and let others come forward. There's no love lost, nothing negative about it. But I'm gonna restart this live really soon. So all those who didn't get a chance to speak, you can come forward if you still feel led to. But Julius, you can unmute your mic. Julius?
Yes.
So I was saying, what initiated you into the hospital in the first place?
So I just feel like this is I became possessed. I became possessed by the spirit, not by demons. I feel that, you know, God wanted to teach me a lesson. And in order for me, because at the end of the day, it's like due to my circumstances, what I went through. If I didn't go through what I went through, I wouldn't have a story.
Indeed.
I wouldn't have a story right now. So I feel like every moment it's like, you know, just, you know, shit. It's like, I feel like just right now, it's like, if I become successful, it's like, it's a whole bunch of demons I'm gonna have to face, you know, but at the same time, it's like, I'm not worried about that. It's just like, you know, it's just like, you understand, like somebody mess up your name like that, and all that information is out there, public information. Like you just don't understand like how that would make a person feels, especially you know they got you listed as a terrorist, and it doesn't matter what you don't know what list they got you on.
Yeah.
Does it matter? It doesn't matter. I'm not worried about it because you know what form gets you know should not profit. I literally had a shotgun nest. I had an officer hold like they went to the doctors and stuff based off of my actions. I wasn't like wild or anything. It was just like everything was calculated. My timing, it's like it wasn't me operate. It wasn't me. I remember when, like literally I got the charges dropped. One of the guys told me I was inside the jail.
All right, Julius. I'm sorry I had to mute you, but like I said, I have to limit the time that we all speak one by one so we can take turns and be respectful and let others come forward. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this broadcast and I am going to come back and let those who didn't get a chance to speak, y'all can come through. So give me about like 10 minutes so I can, you know, recuperate and get a little drink or something and be back. All right. So y'all stay blessed.
Recess.
Stay blessed.
All right.
Recess.